There was once a man who woke every morning with the quiet sense that something in him had slipped out of place. It wasn't painful or dramatic, but a slight misalignment, the way a chair feels when one leg rests on uneven ground. Nothing was wrong, but nothing rested. He moved through his days with a kind of gentle disconnection. He could work, speak, laugh, meet people, even appear entirely present. Yet beneath all of it, he felt a missing thread, a thin line that once tied his life together, but now seemed lost somewhere and just out of reach. He didn't know what it was. He only knew he used to feel more connected to the world he walked through. One Saturday, while cleaning his room, he opened a drawer he hadn't touched in years. Inside was an old scarf, woven by his grandmother when he was a child. He lifted it without thinking, and for a moment, the entire room shifted in atmosphere. The shift wasn't visual. Things looked different, yes, but it was an inward vector. His breath deepened, and an old memory rose, not fully formed but clear enough. The feeling of being held without needing to deserve. Something in him glowed in love, because he suddenly realized he had not felt that sense of simple belonging in a very long time. He sat down on the floor and let the memory breathe through him. It wasn't nostalgia or sentimentality. It was a recognition that he had once lived from a place where nothing had to be proven before it could be felt. This didn't require any protocol or trick. It merely required reversing the unfortunate disconnection from his original state. Somewhere along the way, he had begun living as if connection were something earned by effort, not something woven into him from the beginning. He didn't cry. He didn't have a revelation. He simply remembered. Later that week, a colleague asked him why he seemed more present, more open, as if something had clicked back into place. He didn't explain the scarf. He didn't mention memory. He only said, "I found something I didn't know I had lost." He wasn't referring to an object. He meant the thread, the invisible continuity that runs through a life when one is no longer split between who they are and who they think they must become. From that moment, he began moving differently, not with greater confidence, but with a background coherence. His actions felt less scattered. His voice held more ease. Even mundane moments, like waiting in a line, tying shoes, sitting at a cafe, all existence felt subtly anchored to a current. He hadn't changed his life. He had simply recovered the thread that allowed it to feel like his again. And in that return, the world around him also seemed to realign, as if the missing part had never been lost, only waiting for him to slow down long enough to remember when he last felt whole.